here today. We show you registered as Stephanie Swanson on behalf of League of Women Voters of Texas and yourself, and you are against the bill. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Please proceed.
In the handouts that are coming to you guys, it's not only a copy of our testimony, it's also a copy of a report from the Department of Justice that describes federal law constraints on post-election audits. I am testifying as a member and on behalf of the League of Women Voters of Texas in opposition to House Bill 5180. We appreciate the opportunity to appear before you today. Thank you for allowing us to share the League of Women Voters of Texas position on this bill. HB 5180 would allow public access to anonymous voted ballots, cast vote records, ballot images, authentication files, ballot reports, and related records 61 days after an election. However, Title III of the Civil Rights Act of 1960 requires that every voted ballot in a federal election shall be retained and preserved in its original format for 22 months following such an election. Any person who willfully steals, destroys, conceals, mutilates, or alters any such record is in violation of federal law. These provisions of federal law serve an obvious and important purpose: ensuring that the results of any election are verified and verifiable, and that the records necessary to confirm election results remain intact and unaltered. It would be difficult for an election administrator to comply with the provisions of this bill and comply with federal ballot custody requirements. It is not clear whether this bill requires election officials to permit direct access to the records described and what security precautions must be taken to preserve the chain of custody required by federal law. Without clarity, the bill could create irreparable breaches in the ballot chain of custody. HB 5180 could also result in a flood of public record requests. We already saw an uptick in the number of public records requests in the time leading up to the 2022 general election. Those requests focused on large, diverse metro areas of Texas and corresponded with other methods of voter intimidation, like canvassing neighborhoods to verify voters' registration information. The Department of Justice has issued clear guidance that Title III of the Civil Rights Act applies to election audit activity, where election records are no longer under the control of elections officials. This can lead to a significant risk of the records being lost, stolen, altered, compromised, or destroyed. This risk is exacerbated if the election records are given to private actors who have neither experience nor expertise in handling such records and who are unfamiliar with the obligations imposed by federal law. Therefore, we urge the committee to oppose HB 5180. Thank you for your time and consideration.